Hello students, welcome to the lecture session. In this video, I am going to explain the type 2 problems. In the previous video, I have explained what are type 1 problems. In this, type 2 problems will be explained. The steps involved in the type 2 problems are construction of the analytic function when u or v is given. So, in this type of problems, only a real part or the imaginary part, either in the Cartesian or in the polar form, it will be given to us. So, first step is that either u or v is given as function of x and y. We need to find out ux and uy or vx and vy. So, if u is given, any one of them will be given, we know how to find out ux and uy. If v is given, find out vx and vy. And later we consider f dash of z is equal to ux plus ivx. Or if it is in the polar form, we will be considering f dash of z as e to the power of minus I theta into ur plus ivr. Now coming to the first one, that is ux plus ivx, suppose only u is given to us. So we will be determining ux and uy. But we don't have this vx part. So what we need to do is this vx is replaced with the CR equation vx is equal to minus uy if u is given. Similarly, if v is given, we will be having vx and vy. So, what we need to do is, we need to replace this ux with the vy. Therefore, the equation will reduce to f dash of z will be equal to, in the first case, if u is given, you will be having ux minus iuy. Suppose u is given, this vx is replaced with the minus uy, thereby it will become ux minus of iuy. In case if v is given, it will be replaced with ux is equal to vy. Therefore, f dash of z will be equal to vy plus ivx. Right? So this is how it will be done. Similarly, in the case of polar, if u is given, we have to replace vr with minus u theta by r. So if v is given, so ur is equal to minus v theta by r. So ux is vy in the Cartesian and ur is minus v theta by r in the polar form. So once you will do this, we will be getting an expression of f dash of z in terms of x and y. Put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0 in the Cartesian form. If it is in the polar form, put r is equal to z and theta is equal to 0. Next, we will integrate that with respect to z in order to obtain the required function, that is f of z. Let us see the problems now. First problem, find the analytic function f of z is equal to u plus iv, where the real part u is given to us as x squared minus y square plus x divided by x squared plus y square. Let us consider the given function u. Differentiate this with respect to x. When I differentiate this, x square derivative is 2x, whereas y square derivative will be 0. And when it comes to the third term, that is x divided by x squared plus y square, we will be applying the u by v, the quotient formula. What does it says? v du minus u dv divided by v square, whereas x is u and x squared plus y square is v. Now let us see v into du, right? So v is x squared plus y square into du is 1 minus x into derivative of v. So when I do the derivative of v, it will be 2x plus 0. So only I have written 2x here. And the denominator is v square. So x squared plus y square the whole square. Next, 2x plus x squared plus y square minus x into 2x, it will be 2x square. On simplification, y square and x square minus 2x square will become y square minus x square. This is what is our ux. Similarly, let us differentiate what is uy. So when I differentiate this with respect to y, this part, that is x square part, will become 0 and y square part will be minus 2y. Again we are applying the u by v, that is quotient formula will be applied. So v into derivative of x with respect to y, it will be 0 minus x into derivative of x squared plus y square will be 2y and the denominator is v square. Anyway, 0 into this will become 0 totally, minus 2xy or 2yx. Therefore, we are getting minus 2y minus 2xy divided by x squared plus y square the whole square. Now, we have determined what is ux and uy. Now, let us consider f dash of z is equal to ux plus ivx. So, what do we get? Here, we have ux but we don't have uy. Instead, we are having the vx to be replaced. So we are having uy. So vx is given by uy as per the CR equations. So when I replace this, it will become ux minus iuy. Okay. Now we have to substitute the value of ux and uy, which is already minus. So minus of minus, it will be plus. So what happens is, after replacing, put x is equal to z and here it has to be plus only with the minus sign here. So x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. If I replace, we will be getting this imaginary part will be totally 0 because each of the term is multiplied with y and where y is substituted as 0. Therefore, it is totally becoming 0. Now, when we put x as z and y as 0, we get 2z minus z square by z power 4 or 2z minus 1 divided by z square. Now let us do the integration. The integration of z is z square by 2. See, 2z minus 1 upon z square, the integral. So what do I get is 2z square divided by 2. This 2 and this 2 cancels, we get it as z square. And the integral of 1 by z square will be minus of 1 by z. Therefore, this is what we are getting. Plus the constant of integration. This is giving us the required function f of z. Next, determine the analytic function whose imaginary part is given by e power x into x sin y plus y cos y. Here we need to find only the analytic function. So what we need to do is, given v is equal to, consider it is imaginary part they have given. Instead of v, they have just given it as imaginary part. Therefore, v is equal to given function we will consider. Differentiate with respect to x. When we differentiate with respect to x, we have to apply the product rule, u into v. What is the product rule here? uv rule, u dv plus v du. So, e power x into derivative of this, if we do that, e power x into this x into sin y, that is sin y of 1 and y cos y will become totally 0. Then e power x will be differentiated, it will be as it is. Then this term is written as it is, that is x sin y plus y cos y. So taking the e power x common, what do we get here is sin y plus x sin y plus y cos y. So vx is done now. Now let us do the differentiation with respect to y. What is Vy? When we take this e to the power of x into this, there is no product rule because e power x is treated as constant. We need to differentiate with respect to y only. When we differentiate this, x is again constant. The derivative of sin y will become cos y. And when we differentiate this y cos y, again we have to apply the product rule. So that will become cos y plus y times of minus sin y. The derivative by using the product rule if I do, this is what we are getting. So again rearranging e power x cos y plus cos y minus y sin y. Now let us consider f dash of z, which is ux plus I vx. In this only the vx is there. We don't have the ux. That means ux should be replaced with vy. Therefore, the equation reduces to vy plus I vx. So what is our f dash of z is equal to? It is vy. What was our vy? This is the vy. Okay. This part plus I into Vx. What was our Vx? This is the Vx part. So this part. If we substitute again x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, what do we get? We will be getting f dash of z. Let us see in the next slide. So this on substitution we are getting f dash of z. When you put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, what we will be getting is e power z into z plus 1. So when we are doing the integration, let us apply the rule by parts. Z plus 1 into e power z. We will take this as u and this as v. So it is z plus 1 into integral of this. Actually the uv formula you must be knowing. U integral v minus integral of the integrated function into derivative of u. So z plus 1 into integral of e power z is this minus integral of integrated function will be e power z itself. The derivative of z plus 1 is 1. So what we are getting is e power z into z plus 1 minus e power z into 1 plus the constant of integration. So in this case what happens is thus e power z, when I simplify this, z into e power z plus e power z minus e power z plus constant, right? So these two terms will get cancelled. We get only z e power z plus constant. That is the required f of z. Next, we will see the analytic function whose real part is, again, here the real part has been given, u is equal to e power 2x into x cos 2y minus y sin 2y. Consider the given function, differentiate this with respect to x. As I told you, uv rule has to be applied. So, the derivative of this uv is u dv plus v du, where u is e power 2x, v is x cos 2y minus y sin 2y. So, when I differentiate this e to the power of 2x, it will be 2 into e power x, and within the bracket whatever the function is there, it is written as it is. Next, e to the power of 2x is kept as it is. Differentiate the bracket term, that is derivative of x is 1. So x into cos 2y, which will be constant, the cos 2y will be treated as constant, and of course y sin 2y will become 0 because it is treated as constant when we are differentiating with respect to x. So on simplification, we get this e to the power of 2x into 2x cos 2y minus 2y sin 2y plus cos 2y. Next, let us differentiate this with respect to y. When we are differentiating this with respect to y, e to the power of 2x will be treated as constant because it's function of x. Only this part needs to be differentiated. Again, this x is treated as constant and cos 2y derivative will be minus of sin 2y into 2. Therefore, it is minus 2x sin sine 2y. While differentiating this y sine 2y, it is again the product rule will be applied. Y into derivative of sine 2y is 2 cos 2y minus sine 2y into derivative of y is 1. So this is what is the expression we get it. Next, consider f dash of z is ux plus ivx, where vx should be replaced with minus uy. That gives us ux minus iuy. Now we have substituted both ux and uy in this. This is what is the expression we are getting. What is the next step we have to do is put x as z and y is 0. Okay. So when we do that, we can observe here in the imaginary part, we have sine 2y, we have y multiplied and again sine 2y. Therefore, this entire term will become 0. Then only this part will be remaining. Let us see what happens. When we put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0, we will be getting e power 2z into 2z plus 1. Again, by parts, if we apply 2z plus 1 into e power 2z by 2, the integral of e power 2z is e power 2z by 2 minus e power 2z by 2 is already there. Once again, if I integrate, it will be by 4. And the derivative of 2z plus 1 will be 2. That's why 2 is multiplied. Plus the constant of integration. Now, how this part it has come is, when we write here 2z into e power 2z by 2 plus e power 2z by 2 minus 2 e power 2z divided by 4 plus constant. So these two terms gets cancelled. So it is z into e to the power of 2z and here it is by 2. So we are getting this expression, right? E to the power of 2z by 2. So e to the power of 2z by 2 and e to the power of 2z by 2, which will be cancelled. Here we will be getting only z e to the power of 2z plus the constant. So next let's see the construction of analytic function whose real part is in the polar form, that is r square into cos 2 theta. By data, u is equal to r square cos 2 theta. So what is ur here? Ur is 2r cos 2 theta and u theta is 2 into r square into sin 2 theta. That is cos 2 theta is differentiated. We will get 2 cos 2 sin 2 theta with a minus sign. Now consider f dash of z. That is e power minus I theta into ur plus ivr. So substitute the values of ur and ivr. In the place of ivr, what we need to do is Vr is minus r into Vr is u theta. That is u theta by r is replaced here with the minus sign. So minus into minus it will be plus and r will be cancelled. On simplification, let us see what happens. So we are getting e power minus I theta into 2r cos 2 theta plus 2ir sin 2 theta. Take the 2r common and put r is equal to z and theta is equal to 0. We get f dash of z as 2z, and if for integration we will be getting z square plus the constant. So this is the required f of z. Thank you.